You are what you thinketh. I think that's what the actual quote says.
You are what you think.
You are what you think.
I like it. I actually just posted a video kind of like that. I was in the car waiting for Kevin to get out of school, and sometimes I feel like I'm not grateful enough for like the things I have and for what I have, all that.
Yeah.
And I just took a moment and I'm like, I was looking at my TikTok account. I was like, I have 130,000 followers. Like, could you just like put that
That's crazy.
like in your head? Like 130,000 people chose to follow you. You go to Instagram. I have almost 60,000 followers. Like that is a freaking like football stadium.
Way
which
more.
is absolutely like insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
that's a couple football stadiums.
so I literally like I popped up my phone and I was like, take this from like the a ninth grade like dropout. Like you can do whatever. I don't remember exactly what I said. You guys can go back to it. But I'm like, you are whatever you think you are.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I've said it in like previous videos. I felt like I was always the black sheep of the family. I felt like cousins, like tias, kind of always like looked at me from over their shoulder. Like, you know, I was just like the rebel all the time. And I'm like, and I'm here now. Like,
exactly.
I influence people. Like, I hate to say like I'm an influencer, but I influence people to do things like every day, to buy stuff, to like, if I make a coffee and I post a video about it, I'll have immediately 10, 20 comments, people saying like, okay, now I'm making a coffee. Like I influence people to do things like every single day, to, you know, wear whatever they want to wear as like plus size girls, things like that. Like it is amazing what you can do when you decide like, I'm not going to be what other people said I was going to be. Like, I'm no longer like a black sheep. I'm no longer going to like say like, you know, I can't do it. I dropped out of high school or whatever. Like I went to the 9th grade and I literally go to events with like people that, or I mean, we hang out with people when we go to events that literally have their bachelor's, their master's, and like all of these crazy things. So I mean, you kind of have to stop like doubting yourself and just go for it. And I feel like when I was little, I kind of always knew that that's what I wanted to do. Not exactly like influencing all that, because that wasn't like really a thing. But I remember when like the first phones came out that had like a camera.
You were recording yourself?
I would record myself.
I'm pretty sure everybody has that trait that are like big on social media, when like back in the day they were all recording themselves.
Yeah, and there's actually a cousin of mine actually has a video. She had a camera, you know those cameras that like you would open, those like recorders. I got into hers one time and I started recording myself dancing. And like till this day, like my family still makes fun of me. They're like, remember you were like shaking your shaking your butt on the camera, like when you were, they probably thought I was gonna be a stripper, not a content creator. But like I loved recording myself. Like I didn't think of like, I wouldn't think of the consequences like later, like, oh, my family's gonna find it and they're gonna make fun of me. I just loved recording myself.
You weren't shy.
And now that I'm finally like not shy to do it, I just like I can't stop. I record 20 plus videos a day.
Yeah, that's crazy. Literally. So whatever you think about on a daily basis is what your world is gonna become.
Yeah.
So the seeds you plant in your mind, once they sprout, depending if they're good or bad, that's on you.
Yeah.
And sometimes they won't sprout till 6 months, a year, a couple years. But once they do, man, I hope you planted something right, because you know, that's what it starts with. Just a thought, then an action, then it becomes reality. Then like 10 years later, you're like, dang, man, that one decision has led up to all this. I'm just like, dang.
I feel like I spent way too much time overthinking things, like doubting myself, you know, like saying like, who's gonna watch me? Like who
in the beginning
is, like in the beginning.
And when people make fun of you, like, oh, you just got two likes, 35 views.
So it's like you spend all this time like just thinking, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna think? Now that I'm here and I think back and I'm like, okay, they're probably still talking about it. They're
Yeah.
probably still making fun of it. But like if I would have not cared back then, like I also try not to think of it that way. You know, you can't just like spend your life like regretting what you didn't do in the past. But I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I could have started my content creation journey like so long ago if I didn't spend so much time thinking, I can't do it. They're going to make fun of me. Who's going to watch me?
Yeah.
You know?
You just think about what other people are gonna be like. Man, they look ridiculous.
Because like we all have like that cringe
Yeah.
start. I feel like even like influencers that I follow now that have like millions of followers, like they'll post a clip of like their very first like vlogs and stuff, and it's like, yeah,
Came a long way.
you're pulling teeth. But like now it's just, you know, it becomes like so natural. So obviously, you know, you're not gonna be perfect from like the first video, even the 20th video. Like you said, it could take you years, months, years.
Who knows?
And then you're really like, okay, I was meant to be here.
Yep, exactly.